Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Terra Tech. Now, in between this episode and the last episode, like I said before, guys, I am going to build a new bot, and this is him right here. This is what I was able to kind of piece together with the pieces laying around over here near my base, as well as kind of taking a few pieces off my other bot, just a couple of them, like the batteries, so I didn't have to buy them. And then I bought a few pieces with the limited money, a little bit of cash that I had on me, and I think it came out rather well. It's kind of a little monster truck here. 3 levels right here, so I have a decent amount of weapons here in the front. I like it quite a bit. I have enough wheels on here to give it, the speed that it needs and the stability, and it has room to grow. And then I put some boosters on here, because why not, guys? We really haven't messed around with it. And then I had this spoiler. This thing right here, the Venture G-Boy spoiler. I haven't used it before, so I'm kind of interested to see how well that works. But here it is, guys. This is it in all its glory. I like it. It does take a little bit of damage just going over hills because it moves so freaking fast. But yeah, I'm not going to be upset about that, because I like that little aspect to it. But the further away we get away from our giant bot, the less lag we're going to get. Not that we're really getting all that much compared to how it used to be in the old days. It's a far, far, far less lag than we ever had before. I do not have a thing on here to be able to buy pieces. So even if we come up with a little bit of extra cash, I can't buy them in the middle of, out here in the nowhere. I can, however, find pieces out here, and that's exactly what we're going to try to do. Ooh, I can actually hit that guy from way over here. Look at that. Am I hitting him? No, I think I'm a little off. Can I go a little bit more? I don't want to get too close, because he'll probably wreck me. You can see that he has armor on. I only have a few weapons, to be honest, on this guy that can do any damage. See, look at that, man. That guy is just... Oh, jeez. What does he have on the very top? I don't recognize that. What kind of block is that? And, of course, we're playing this guy all wrong because I'm used to playing the other guy. This guy has speed and mobility. What we should be doing is doing circles around this guy while we fire at him instead of, like, coming at him directly head-on. But that's just the way I tend to play my bots, is directly head-on, which is why I tend to go with the bigger guys. But I wanted to try out somebody different. It's going to take a little while to get used to. Holy crap, really? Now you guys give me an invader, now that I'm not playing my big guy anymore. Well, I hope he's, level, scaled down to what I am right now. Of course, there are no levels technically in the game, unless you're talking about your corporation levels. But the size of your bot usually kind of determines the size of the bot that you'll find out here in the battlefield as well. So you can see I'm killing a whole lot slower. Why does he turn like that? I'm trying to figure out why it's mole rat, huh? I don't think we've seen mole rat before. Come on, let me kill this guy. I want those batteries, though. Oh, no, the battery's going to explode. And that's going to do the majority of the damage to this guy right here. Yeah, I'm not going to get anything off of that guy, to be honest. Look at that. There's nothing there. Let me check my batteries. My batteries are actually pretty good, but I'm going to top them off just in case. Let me attach that to that so it doesn't fall off. I'm going to top it off real quick before we take on, holy crap, a Geocore? Really? You're going to give me a Geocore with a Venture. Oh, am I just the right size? I have just enough blocks to kind of warrant that kind of attack. Now, I did take some damage up here, so let me go ahead and repair the pieces that are here, mainly the will. And the will, again, those things, they're taking damage not from the actual bot that's firing at me, but mainly from the fact that this thing moves so quick. When it jumps over those hills, when it hits rocks, it does a little bit of damage. And this thing's just not quite far enough up to be able to heal. Yeah, I guess we could do it that way. It's going to heal the stuff in the front, but it's not going to heal the stuff in the back. And the back's not going to be protected as much by the shield generator. But I guess we're just going to have to deal with that. The front is where you normally take damage anyways. Leave this area. No, we're doing this. Holy crap. I don't want him hitting me with those drills. So let's keep this backing up. See, look, I'm turning right, and it turns left. It's kind of going in reverse, to be honest. I'm not really sure why it does that. I know when you go in reverse in a car, it actually does, go opposite direction. Oh, crap. I clicked off of the image right there. I have dual screen on and my mouse went to the other side. What? Another guy? We definitely don't want that. We don't want 2 guys at once. We can barely handle 1 guy at once. Well, you know what? If we can get them to fight each other, we can kind of sit back and watch the show and let them kind of wreck it for us. Oh, no. Yeah. You guys go after it. Go after it. Come on. You know you want to. Oh, no, I guess not. I guess not. I guess he doesn't want to fight. Oh, man, we're doing so little damage to these guys. The Venture Fire rifles, they're nice. They really are. They can hit a 360-degree angle, and I can stay just right outside of his range with this speed, but they're not going to do a lot of damage. Not like the Uzis. I should have put a couple of them on here. I thought about doing that, but I only had like 5 or 6 on my main bot, and I figured there's a good chance that that bot is going to get attacked while I'm gone. And I do still want to do some stuff with him. I don't want it to be completely annihilated while I'm gone. Oh, wow, look at that. He's hitting me a little bit. Oh, come on, there we go. Oh, he is completely and totally disabled now, except he still has guns. So if I can get in there at just the right angle and maybe hit his block. I don't know where he's at. Where's his cab at? That's the hard part, guys. Sometimes finding out where the cab is takes a little bit of time. Oh, geez. Let me move that over to the side. I wish I could take these things back with me. Oh, no, 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 no. We got to get out of here. We got to get out of here. Back up, back up, back up. Oh, man. I defeated him. Yes. Whew. Okay. We got that guy dead. Should we take his blocks? I don't know. I kind of like using the venture ones because we just never really get to play around with those. So I think I'm going to stick with that for now. Man, these things are worth so much money, too. I wish I could take them back. Especially these things right here. I just don't really have the space to put them on my bot. Now, if it had dropped a battery, I guarantee you I would have found space for it. Because those things are not only insanely expensive, but they're good for your bot. I mean, if you can charge up your battery with one of those, especially for something like this, which only has one and, one repair bubble and one shield bubble, that's going to last you forever. Now, it's going to weigh you down a lot because from what I've seen, the batteries, they actually weigh more than these solid blocks. I don't know if it would be that way in real life. I do know batteries, they have a mixture of chemicals in there that react to the metals that they put in there. It's almost like if you put copper in there and the chemicals react, eating away that copper creates an electrical charge. I don't know if that's how the new batteries work. I know they're more advanced than the old ones, but that's why they only last for so much time, because they are technically eating away at the metals in there, and eventually all of that metal will be gone. It will be corroded, and there won't be any more electrical charge to be had. Even the rechargeable ones kind of have that same similar aspect to it. I don't know if that should be heavier than a solid block. You wouldn't think it would be, but then you're talking about liquids, and you're talking about, which one has more density to it, and I couldn't tell you, anything about those, to be honest. So, it's just kind of interesting to think about it, but we're not getting a lot of venture, guys. We're not exactly in the right area, to be honest. I mean, from what I've seen, you're going to find a lot of ventures in the salt flats. We're kind of in the salt flats now, but we weren't earlier. We found this guy right here over there in the grassland. We kind of pulled him back with us. As far as the guy we just killed, well, he was a spawn. He was an invader, and those guys, from what I've seen, they tend to be a geocore, and that's just one of the things you kind of have to be aware of. They are usually the bigger bots, but you want that. Like, that's why you go off looking for those guys, is because you want that bigger. Oh, wow, look at that. Almost nothing left. Nothing that I can use anyways. No real weapons. Yeah, there's one right there. Maybe I can use that somewhere. Where could I put that? I really don't want to put it right here because it's going to get stuck very easy. In fact, I'll show you guys as I go over heals. We're going to have to remove that pretty soon, though. But, I just want to show you guys that that is going to be a thing. It's going to get stuck. Let's put that down again. Let's charge up real quick while I put some of these lights on my bot, because I kind of like the idea of doing that. Maybe right here on the side. Oh, yeah, I like that. Just to give it some illusion when it gets nighttime, because it is about to be nighttime here pretty soon. And I like the lights. Now that I'm actually able to use them, I like putting those things on. What about, do we have any more? No. Oh, yeah, we do. We have the big strip. Do I even have a place for that? I guess I can put it back here for now. It's not going to stay here because I'm gonna put weapons and expand my guy as soon as I can find the right pieces. I just haven't been able to find the right pieces for this bot. I want to keep them mostly venture if I can. And I guess I'll put that there, going straight up in the sky. I don't know why you would. It's kind of a weird design, but we'll try it. Let's see how that works. Let's see, which way should we go, guys? I'm just going to go off in some direction. I'm not going to try to, keep my bearings and be like, okay, we can come back with this guy. If this guy gets destroyed, so be it. We'll find our way back at some point. But I want to go off someplace we have not been before. because we kind of have been kind of staying over here, and I'm going to say kind of as many times as I can. We've been staying over here a little bit too much. We haven't really gone off exploring, and I was going to do that quite a bit with... Oh, yeah, we're definitely taking you out, man. What are you, a mangled bracket? Oh, yeah, I want all your pieces, dude. Holy crap. That was definitely a fuel tank or battery that just exploded right there. And, of course, you can always tell by the colors. Oh, there's 2 fuel tanks right there about to go in the front. Oh, wow. Wow, and nothing left of that guy. And that's what I'm talking about right there, is if you do want those pieces, if you want those, you know, those batteries, it's incredibly hard to get them because they just freaking blow up all over the place every single time you find them. And by the time you actually see that they're there, it's too late. They're gone, you know? So I don't know if I really like that aspect or not, but it's something you need to be aware of if you're trying to find those. And you might have to go out of your way. I think you're going to have to definitely go out of your way to take those pieces intact, you know, is what it's going to come down to. Let's see, how do I do this? Can I go off right here? I can. Let's see, I'm going to grab this. We're going to keep going off this direction. I would prefer not to have this piece down here on the bottom, actually, but because the piece in the center is my solar reactor, which I'm going to be taking off quite a bit, I am going to go ahead and put that piece there on the bottom so that when I snap that solar reactor off, you know, this whole part of my bot doesn't just come falling apart, which is exactly what would happen if I did this. So we're going to go out more like this. And by putting the wheels in the center, now this is a design that I've kind of done before with other blocks. Not exactly like this. Now, it's not an exact duplicate for sure, but you know, when you put those blocks on the outside, the wheels, and on the inside, it definitely helps, you know, keep the weight distributed throughout your entire bot to the extent that you shouldn't really get stuck on anything, not after a certain point. And of course you can always expand that and do more and more and more with it, as far as putting more wheels in the inside. You can actually put a whole bunch of different techniques when it comes to, you know, moving the weight around. But normally once you get to a certain size, you don't really have to be concerned too much, and that's nice. You don't really want to have to, you know, consider your weight all the time. Like, that shouldn't be the number one, or maybe it should, but it doesn't have to be, is what I'm saying. So yeah, they've done a pretty decent job with allowing you to kind of explore what you're able to do with your bots without being bogged down by one thing or another. But there is another guy over here, isn't he? Yeah, yep, there sure is. Before I take that guy on, let's go ahead and top up real quick. And, you know, I'm being extra careful with this because we only have a limited number of supplies, to be honest. Wow, these cannot be on there, huh? When you only have one? It actually has to have two. Or was it connected to just happens to be the one square or the one block that I moved? Now I'm going to move this back here so it can charge up real quick. Maybe, you know, make sure that nothing pops off of my bot, because there is some damage to it. And something to be aware of as well, guys, that when you pick up blocks off the ground, they're almost always going to be damaged, because guess what? You just defeated the enemy. You just did damage to him. And so therefore, you know, the blocks that you're picking up off of the ground that came off of him are going to be, you know, similar damage to him. Let's put this here, and we'll put that down here as well. Give it a little bit more weight. I actually kind of like putting a little bit of weight on the back of my bot. Wow, this guy is freaking huge. Now let's look at him real quick before we attack. You can see right there on the side that I would be attacking are the batteries. So I do not want to attack that side. In the front, it looks like there's some other stuff. It looks like he's stuck, so let me see. If I can come around from behind, I might be able to do a little bit of damage before we get to those pieces. And if we're very, very lucky, we'll take out the pieces that it's connected to, and they'll fall down, and I can pick them up really, really quickly. Let's see. Oh, there's one piece. Let me drag that. No, stop. We don't want to destroy. Oh, dang it. One hit, and it explodes. There's the, I had a split second when the second one on the other side was still there, was still on the ground. I could have snagged it. I could have picked it up really quickly. And if I had done that, then I would be able to build them from now on. I'd be able to buy them, actually. I can always build them. Let's do this, and I'll move this back one, and move this back one, and we will come out even further right here. Yeah, like that. And the reason I'm doing this again, guys, is because this is a design that I have not done before. This dual kind of wheels on the side, almost, I don't know what you would call this, actually. It's kind of a It's kind of a cool design. I kind of like it a little bit. Can it go down? Come on, go down for me. There we go. And let's put these wheels over here on this side and over here. It's going to make it kind of weird, but I may expand the front as well at some point if I get enough of these blocks. Yeah, that's still going. I don't know if I like it. We may do something else with that, actually. I don't know. We'll see how it works. You are going to have to go over here, little buddy. And you can go straight up and down. There you go. And then I'll move these things back. And I like to do it symmetrical. It keeps it, working fairly well if you do that. It doesn't really forgive one side being a little different than the other side in the sense that it's going to pull to that side or the other because there's more weight to it, because there's more blocks on that side. It kind of pulls in that direction. So not exactly the best. Oh, there's another block out there, another bot out there. Yeah, we're going to do that. Let's see, our batteries are at 2. I think we can handle that. Should be able to handle it. Come on. Ooh, wow. Maybe not. Let's top that off real quick. Let's definitely do that. Because you can see right there in the distance. Let's look at that guy real quick. He has propellers up there on the top, which means he may actually have some wings for us. He has a lot of freaking... Oh, he's coming right for us. He's coming right for us, guys. Now, we're going to wait. We're going to wait. He's not very... Yeah, he's having a hard time keeping on the ground, actually. He's very back heavy. Oh, yes. That is perfect. That is exactly what I want. Let's see if we can get over there. Actually, let's wait for it again. Let's see if he can do that again. Because if you can get him to flip over, that's exactly where his cab is going to be. His cab is going to be right on the very bottom. And if I can get that to pop up very easily like that, then I may be able to destroy everything he has. Or destroy everything that he is without destroying everything that he has. That's the key. There he goes. There he goes. Come on, let's go in. Let's go in. Oh, of course I got to get stuck. And that's going to blow up. Well, I don't care right now. I want to get over there. Oh, no. Okay, well, he does have fuel tanks on him. You can see him right there on the side. It's green. So if we take a little bit extra time on this one, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to wait for him to tip over again. I need to do that because I haven't been able to get very lucky with getting these pieces. And I really, 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 really want these pieces. Come on, let's get in there. Come on. Yes, 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 yes. Where are you at? Where's your block? Destroy him. There he goes. Yes. Yes. Oh, no. Come on. I picked it up. No, I didn't get it in time. What in the world, dude? I only destroyed him, and it still destroyed everything he had. That sucked. That really, really sucked. I don't know how to pick those things up. I really don't know how you're supposed to win and get that if there is absolutely no time whatsoever to snag it. You know, like it blew up literally when I didn't even hit it. Oh, man, that's kind of actually ticking me off now. I thought it was just because I was being careless and I was being too quick and I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. But no, now that I'm paying attention to what I'm doing, I still can't grab those things. Oh, I don't know, guys. You're going to have to leave comments below and let me know what you think on that one. Let me know if you have a suggestion on how to grab some of those blocks a little bit easier. Or at all. You know, easy at this point would be a luxury. You know, like right now I'm just trying to figure out how to pick them up without them freaking blowing up everywhere. Okay, where am I going to go with this? Actually, let's go one more right there. And I think I actually will do 2 blocks because I like the idea of having some space on the top to put weapons and blocks and things like that. Or not blocks, but, you know, batteries and anything like that. What is over here? Another guy. Well, we have another chance. Not that it really is going to matter with our luck, but we have another chance of getting another one of those. I wish one of these guys had some like repair bubbles and shield bubbles so we can kind of expand that a little bit because right now I'm having to move it around just so it can repair stuff. Let's put this right there and we'll put some weapons up here on the front. Actually, let's move this other weapon, the other 2 weapons we got right here. That way they are kind of still protected. Oh, here we go. Yeah, you can come right for me. Why not? Come on, bring it on, dude. I want your wheels. Where are you going? Come on, stay right there. Stay right there. No, stop backing up. Oh, yeah, go right into the rock. Well, you can't shoot me. Actually, you can. You can shoot me back there, little punk. Okay, let's get away from you then. Back it up, back it up. Wow, this thing's not backing up nearly as fast as it was before. I think we need to add even more wheels than we have right now. Come on, can I get them? Not quite. Maybe in a second. Here we go. Now we're hitting them. Now we're playing with fire, guys. There we go. One more cab right there in the front. Oh, yeah, you're dead, dude. You're dead. Okay, give me your wheels. Give me your wheels. And your weapons. Oh, yeah. You have a decent amount of weapons on this guy that survived. Let's definitely do that. Here we go. How many did you have? One. I lost one. So that's not the greatest. Get some more blocks. What else do you got over here? I thought he had more weapons than this. These are all just these brackets. That's why they blow up so quickly. Is they're just filled with bracket after bracket after bracket. I am going to put these boosters on there because, again, I want to kind of experiment with that and definitely have some boosters on the back of this that I can play around with. You know what? I'm going to move these boosters off to the side for a second, and I am going to put another block back here so it's lined up evenly with the rest of the bot. And then I guess I'll leave that there. That way I can have weapons here on the back so it's nice and protected all the way around. And let's go ahead and put this here as well somewhere. Maybe right there. See if that does anything. See if that can help out. No, we want that facing the back. Can we have that? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I guess that's good. I mean, it doesn't look exactly the greatest in the world yet, but I'm hoping at some point it'll start to come together. Now, did it knock anything else out? No, but I am getting a lot of these invaders. What is the deal? Is it the size? Does it just like the fact that my bot is small? Actually, it's not really that small anymore, but, you know, it's smaller than it was before. When I had a giant freaking base bot, it never came after me. But now that I have just this small little, this little venture guy out here that I'm playing around with, now it's just, you know, spawning all over the place. So maybe that's the key. If you're not getting the invaders to spawn, maybe you're not in the right area. Let's get out of here. Cyclone. Cyclone. I don't want you to destroy me just yet. I need power. I definitely need power before we take on this fight. Let's see. What am I at right now? My batteries. Yeah, I'm at one little thing right there. And most of my bot is actually damaged. So not only is it damaged to the point where probably one or two shots would destroy me, I don't have any power to, you know, kind of keep it going. Like, this is going to eat up all my power right here. When you're repairing, it goes through your power like crazy. Let's do this side over here. Wow, it's actually going through a lot more. Maybe I'm just used to having a bigger bot that just kind of sucks a little bit when it comes to power. Eats through so much. Let's see. Oh, you know what? I can put this up here. I need some more wheels right there in the front. That's definitely causing some issues right there. Where are you at? Oh, you know what? I don't want you. I don't want you up there. Oh, come on. Literally, I'm stuck on the... God, dude. Oh, my God. I always do this too. Thrusters. That's one technique somebody told me a while back, is if you get stuck on a piece like that, go into build mode and then hit your thrusters if you have thrusters, and hopefully you do. And that will allow you to kind of shoot off a little bit in whatever direction you're facing. Maybe get you that extra inch or two each and every time you do it. And of course, after so many times, you should be able to, you know, get off that little area that you're stuck on. So here we go. It's charging up finally. Give it a second, because it still has to repair. It still has to repair all of this stuff. And you can see in the front, it needs to repair that as well. But look at that, guys. Very, very quickly. Do this side. Yeah, there we go. Weapons are damaged. Don't want my weapons being destroyed. That is a big no-no, guys. Let's do this. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's the last little bit. And then we can put that down and charge up to full and see, see if we can take this guy on. Now, remember, part of my bot is protected by a shield, and it's also protected by a repair bubble. The rest of it is not protected by anything. So the sides are very, very vulnerable right now. If I had two bubbles, I could put one on the left and one on the right, and it should protect everything on the front side. You don't necessarily have to put one in the center and then move off to the sides with another one and have them overlap. They don't have to completely protect every little bit. And in fact, your repair bubble and your shield bubble don't even need to be in the same area. You can have your shield bubble in the front because nothing can get through that as long as you have power. And then you can have your repair bubble, you know, somewhere else in the back, so that if stuff does get back there, it instantly gets repaired. I do it this way because it's just safety. It's a double safety net. If the shield does have anything come through it for whatever reason, your repair bubble there is, you know, going to repair it very quickly. Or the front of the bot definitely kind of needs one because, again, as you've seen before, when you run into stuff, it goes through that shield. It also allows the enemy to kind of fly into your bot sometimes when he, is driving like a crazy madman. He'll drive right into you, and when he does that, he'll be right inside your shields, and therefore your shields are kind of negated, and he'll do damage that way. I think he's stuck, guys. I really, really think he's stuck. So if we can get over here at just the right angle, might be able to defeat him without actually taking any damage whatsoever. Look at that Cyclone, guys. We've actually taken on the Cyclone a few times now. He's a pretty decent bot. I mean, there's nothing on him that we really want, but he's good for selling. You have all those Geocore blocks. It may be the very first time that you've actually found those Geocore blocks, and as you can see right there, when you destroy him, you earn cash. You actually earn a little bit of money, so something you might want to consider. Now, we have some space for these guys, these stud lasers. I like them a lot, but just be careful about the angle, or not the angle, the height that you put them on, because if they're too high up and you're taking on smaller bots, they're not going to do any damage to it. It's going to shoot right over their head. So, yeah, I think we're going to leave that there. We're not going to pick up any Geocore. It seems like I'm finding a lot more venture out here in this one little area, and I'm happy with that right now. I'm still trying to get that pack, that fuel tank. If one of these guys has it, do you have it, little dude? You do have something green on the side. Yep, I think you do. You do have fuel tanks right there on the back of the bot. I don't want to destroy that, but I don't want to go up to the front where you have all your Venture Fire rifles. Oh man, how am I gonna get this? Do it very, very carefully, I guess. Let me do a little bit of firing at a time and see if maybe they will pop off naturally. Oh, there goes, there goes. One's about to explode. Oh no, and nothing's left. Nothing's left. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. I was as careful as can be. I did, what, one shot to it? Those things are so weak, man. Oh, I thought for sure we would have been able to get it that time. That sucks. Okay, well then I don't think it's a possibility. I really, really don't. I don't know how you do it. Oh man, I clicked off of it again. Jeez, that sucks. I hope that doesn't mess up the video. I might have to disable that on the next one. Let's see. We need to put this back here. There we go. Now we have weapons all the way around the back. How are we gonna do the front? I kind of like it looking the way it is right now, but maybe I should do doubles down here. That way we can put more stud lasers on the front if it doesn't get stuck. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be a problem, right? It's a little high enough off the ground. Okay, so let's come back over here to the other guy who had plenty of those stud lasers and see if we can snag a few of them. The only problem that you might run into again is that these are low enough to the ground and they stick out in front of the wheel. So if you had it recessed, that might be what we need to do. And we could definitely do that pretty easy by just moving this block one space back into my bot and then putting these stud lasers in there. And that's not too big of a problem. Up here on the top, it becomes more of a problem because you want these things as far up as possible to be able to shoot things. So, yeah, we might have to kind of play around with that a little bit. What about you? We can put that there since we're not going to be doing anything with that block just yet. At some point, we may expand, but for now, extra firepower, I'll definitely take that. What about the rest of you? You got plenty of power. Let me go ahead and repair a few of these pieces real quick. Until I should have brought one of those payload studio terminals with me so I could buy some pieces that I need, like the repair bubbles, but I don't know. I'm actually thinking about that it might be a good thing that I didn't, because I usually go overboard with that stuff, guys. I usually will buy everything that I absolutely want, what I think I want anyways, and in the end, I end up building the same bot over and over and over again because I have an idea in my head of, what's the best thing to have. And it definitely is nice, having all those shield generators, but it causes you to stop even more often than I'm doing now and, charge them up and keep them going like that. So, I don't know. I like this bot the way it is, guys, and I'm looking forward to what we're going to do in the next episode. But I think, guys, we're going to go ahead and end it here. I want to hear your comments. Definitely leave those down below. Let me know if you have a design for this yet, or if you want to... if you want to go in a different direction. I'm going to be recording 4 or 5 episodes today, so by the time I get back to you guys, I may have already gone in a different direction than the one you wanted, but, I'm always open to suggestions. Again, guys, if you do enjoy these videos, hit that like button, subscribe. Definitely helps grow the channel, and I greatly appreciate it. And I will catch you all next time.